welcome to another vlog or video. My name is Emma. I am due to have my first baby tomorrow. So I'm actually 39 weeks and 6 days pregnant as I am currently filming this video. So one of the things that I have been suffering with throughout my pregnancy has been restless legs, or specifically restless right ankle. Sometimes my left ankle wants to join in on the party, and sometimes it even travels up as far as my right knee. But I have been finding that I have been struggling to sleep at night and have been kept awake by the sensation of a restless leg. So by definition, what I tend to suffer with is, you know, when you get the urge to stretch, and you stretch and that kind of relieves it. I get that urge and I stretch, or I move my foot or my ankle or my leg, but as soon as I've stopped stretching it, that sensation is back again. So it's a constant cycle, and it's so irritating. So some of the tips that I have gathered, I thought I would share with you in the hope that if any of you are at your wit's end as I was, that these may help. First off, I'll start with the biggest item that I have, and that is a foot spa. So because I am so heavily pregnant now, and I don't know how much I'm going to use this post baby, I actually picked up this foot spa from Facebook Marketplace. And I only picked it up last week, so I was 38, nearly 39 weeks pregnant, so I didn't want to spend too much money because, like I said, I didn't know how much I was actually going to use it and was it even going to work. I was really lucky. I managed to pick this up for £4, so even if I got to use it once, I really was not bothered. However, I am presuming it is the vibrations which travel up the leg for me. I don't know, but either way, I used the foot spa last Friday evening, so last week, exactly a week ago, and it was honestly the best night's sleep that I had had for a very long time. Purely, I'm putting it down to this, that I was not woken by my restless legs, not once. So I can thoroughly recommend a vibrating foot spa. Now, I've mentioned that the foot spa worked for me, but this could be in conjunction with another product that I use, and that is magnesium salts. Now, supposedly, it cramps and restless legs can be caused by a lack of magnesium and potassium in your body and system. So I picked up this pack of magnesium salts and just tipped some of these into the foot spa. So it could be a combination, it could just be this, and it just happens to be a placebo effect with the foot spa. But either way, I picked these up from Home Bargains for £2.50. They tend to go for a lot more in places like Boots, Superdrug and Holland and Barrett, so I would thoroughly recommend checking out your Home Bargains first. But yeah, I simply tip these in and just let them dissolve, and I think they've been working a treat. As I said a moment ago, restless legs can be caused by a lack of magnesium and potassium in your system. So one way of getting those levels back up is by what you're eating. So there are a range of foods that you can have which can increase your levels. So I have been eating kiwis, which are quite high in potassium, as are bananas, but if any other pregnant lady knows, bananas can cause another issue linked to your digestive system. Hopefully that is explicit enough, and pregnant ladies have enough issues going on without them being compacted and compounded by something else. So I'd probably reach for kiwis over bananas. But the other thing you can have is also apricots and prunes. Now, I'm less convinced about these. It's not to say that they don't work. I had these on my breakfast for a week, and throughout that week my legs were getting better. However, as I then got to the weekend, and obviously my routine then changed and I wasn't necessarily having cereal with these on top, they then returned, and it took a good week of eating these again for my legs to die down, by which point I then bought a foot spa and magnesium salts. So I'm attributing the relief of them to the salts and the foot spa rather than to these. I think these do help, but you have to be committed and have these every single day, and be prepared that if you don't, then you are going to be taking a backward step. Now, I think it is different for every person. Some people find that heat relieves their legs, whereas some people find that the cool relieves their legs. Although the foot spa with warm water is helping, I think it's the vibrations that help me. But it's the coolness that really helped to alleviate in the middle of the night. So first off, I started off with a foot pack. Now, these ones were from Poundland that I picked up. I did pick up some other ones from Poundland originally that helped, and they had a different packaging on them. They weren't quite so bright, and it was still tea tree and peppermint, but hopefully it has a different design packet, which isn't going to help you when I'm showing you a different one. But I have seen those in Home Bargains as well for 89p, or if you can pick up the other pack for 99p, it'll have a different design to this. It has literally a tea tree design on the front. I find that they kept my feet, if I wore them all night, they kept my feet cool all night, and I then got a good night's sleep. However, they can't be reusable. I did try putting them in the fridge and trying to use them again, but at £1 a go, it got quite costly if you're going to have to end up sleeping with these every single night. So, alternatively, I then did pick up this freeze gel. Now, this was also from Poundland, so only £1. It's not that expensive. It looks like so. It is quite liquidy, although it looks jelly-like in there. As soon as it's on your hand and the heat of your hand, it then does turn to liquid. This is down by where all the muscle rubs and sprain bandages and medicines and things were in Poundland. Now, one word of warning, it doesn't freeze straight away. So when you put it on your area that is restless, so for me it was my ankle, just beware that it won't feel cold straight away. So then don't go piling on like I did, and then 10 minutes later think you're actually going to get pneumonia. As well as frostbite, because my ankle was freezing. This does also take quite a while to dry, so I tend to go to bed and read my book. So I put this on just as I'm about to begin my reading, keep my leg out completely in the air, and it probably does take a good 15-20 minutes to actually then start drying before I then put my foot back in the cover. And like I said, it does turn quite liquidy, so it can get quite messy. But as long as you are prepared for that, for the sake of £1, this was giving me relief in the middle of the night before I was using foot spa and the magnesium salts to actually then just help me get another hour, 2 hours worth of sleep, which if you were anything like me and I was at my wit's end, that sleep is golden. And all in all, they're my tips for restless legs. They haven't been loads, but hoping that they will then help you if you are at that desperate point like I was, and I really struggled to find anything online that I could actually put to good use to give me just a few hours of those precious bits of sleep that we're going to need before Bambinos arrive. If anyone has any other tips, then please by all means share them, because I'm sure everyone will find them useful. But until next time, see you later. Bye!